Hi, Shaping Lives family. This is Miss Nelson, and today, instead of a lesson, I wanted to do something a little bit different. So, today we're going to be talking about advocacy, and I will break down the definition for you as well as give you a couple examples for each. And at the end of this video, at the end of this lesson, I would really like to know what advocacy that you prefer. What do you like to do? Do you like to do posters? Do you like to go canvass neighborhoods? What kind of things do you do in your own community? I would really like to know. Make sure you leave a comment. Definitely write to our Facebook page, whatever you want to do. I'll make sure to leave those contacts at the end of this video. But stay tuned and we're going to talk about advocacy. So, what is advocacy? Advocacy is any action that recommends, argues for a cause, supports or defends, or pleads on behalf of others. Two examples of advocacy are: 1. Self-advocacy. Anything that you do benefiting yourself. This could mean a promotion at work, maybe on behalf of you and your other colleagues. You want some things changed systematically. Anything that you do, work, home, or school, that is going to strengthen your own personal relationship with either your coworkers or just your mental health. That's all advocacy for yourself. The second one would be systems advocacy. And here's what that might look like. Protest anything that target a local, state, or national agency. All of those are forms of system advocacy. All right, so we've talked about individual and self-advocacy. We've also talked about system advocacy. Now, here are some ways that may interest you in how you get involved. Now, the first thing you think about when you hear the word advocacy, some people may think of going to the courthouse, may think of laws and rules and regulations, and other people may think posters. Visual aids are a great way to express yourself, to get out a message. They're a little bit more mobile, so you can put them up almost anywhere that is okay to put them up. Posters are a really, really good way to engage younger kids, especially our teens, in doing advocacy within their schools. Now, a couple do's and don'ts of your posters when you're doing advocacy. Remember, catchy is better. People love puns. People like to be intrigued. So try not to do too much heavy wording. If you're trying to be very impactful, make one statement and maybe think about decorating or coming up with some catchy phrase that will just draw people's attention into what you're trying to get them to understand. Another form would be protesting. Like I showed you some pictures, there's a lot of ways to go about it, but of course, safety is always the main concern. So if you are going to be participating in any protesting, whether it be social injustice, racial equality, or just changing how things are at your local stores or maybe in your city, make sure that safety is always first. Because of COVID-19, of course, masks are highly recommended, but also knowing how to get safely in and out of whatever location that you are deciding to protest in, coming up with routes and where you're going to park, if you're going to meet people, going together in groups. Safety is always the number one factor if you are going to go out and protest. Another great way to advocate are petitions. Now, because we live in a world of social media, petitions are a very fast and trending way to get certain topics discussed and to put them in the forefront of those who are in control of that type of thing. So you can always get online and create a petition, and you can use your social media platforms to circulate that to thousands of people all around the world, and you really don't even have to leave the comfort of your own home. So petitions can be very, very helpful. Now, another form of advocacy are letters. Writing letters to your congressman, to your mayor, and more importantly, to your commissioner, because those are the people who are in charge of the money that is allocated, means given, to your city. So if you see that there aren't any bus stops, or if you see that there aren't any translators for your local courthouse, Those are things that you write letters to your commissioner about. You can just Google your address in your district if you know it, and it will let you know who is the commissioner that you can speak to. It will give you contact information and let them know that you are a citizen in their district and that this is a really important topic for you. And most of the time, I have found that you will get some kind of response. It may be automated coming from their office, but people usually do pay attention when you write letters to these bigger names. Your representatives are your biggest asset when it comes to advocacy for your city, for your state, whatever the case may be. Those are the people we have elected to speak on our behalf. So if there's anything that you want to change, I highly recommend that you look up your local mayor, your governor, your commissioner. You look up all of these stakeholders and you make sure that they know you are someone who takes pride in your city, and you're also someone who wants change for the better. Now, of course, we know with everything happening right now, we're not sure how voting is going to go this year, but voting is a very, very important part of advocacy as well, because voting, whether you know it or not, your vote is counting. Not just voting for the president, of course, but voting for other elected officials. So, do's and don'ts of voting and anything else political. Number one, you have to do your own research. Never trust what social media is telling you only. Don't believe only what the news is telling you. Some of it is propaganda. Some of it is designed just to be a catchy headline. The best thing you can do for yourself is to be informed as much as possible and to do your own research. Look up what candidates you may be interested in. Look up the platforms that they stand on. Look up their histories. Look up other amendments that may be up for vote as well. I'm not sure how many of you are of voting age, but a lot of times they have different things on the ballot for you to vote for. Some of them may be amendments to legalize something or to take it away, a particular service. So the best thing you can do before you vote is to get as informed as humanly possible, okay? Another form of advocacy that many people don't think about are nonprofits. Shaping Lives for Tomorrow is an advocate for teens and youth who are going through a tough time just trying to navigate how to live in this world and how to be social and connect with others. And we do all that we can to bring that kind of support to our students through our schools, and with the help of amazing staff that we have at our schools. We are advocates. There may be someone in your school, there may be someone at your job whose job it is to advocate on your behalf. And I would strongly recommend that you find those people. If you would like that to be Shaping Lives for Tomorrow, please reach out to us. We would love to help you, your child, anything that we can on this advocacy train, because at the end of the day, if you don't speak up for yourself or have people that you trust to speak on your behalf, you're going to be living in a world that doesn't serve you as best as it can. So I really hope that this lesson, showed you guys a little bit about advocacy. I hope you have some ideas on how to get started, whether it be posters or letters or petitions. Get out, advocate for yourself, advocate for others, stand up for others, and we will see you on the next video. Have a great week, you guys.